Bobby Beast here. I want to talk to you guys about Tariq from Power Book 1 and Book 2 and the fact that they're two different characters. We're going to sit back and we're going to be talking about them. The Tariq from Power Book 1 was a character that we very much hated. Tariq was the character that when he was there, he was someone who, he was just there. But then over time, he eventually became a person that pretty much showed who he was. And over time, he became a person who everyone just outright just hated. Now, I'm going to tell you why. When Tariq first started off, he was observing everything. Kanan was looking at him. Kanan was, showing him stuff, teaching him stuff, showing him the way of the street, showing him the way of crime. If anything, he was learning from Kanan. But over time, he eventually learned a lot. But one thing I pay attention to about Tariq was that at the end of the day, Tariq was looking at his dad. And I know you guys was looking at the fact that he hated his dad, but what I'm trying to say is that he admired his dad. When he found out the side of his father that was pretty much a gangster, his father that was like always, no one could touch him. Kanan was even talking about how smart Ghost was. He admired his father. And if you go back, if you guys check out Power Book 1, Tariq tells Ghost over and over again, I'm you. But the situation is Ghost did not want to accept Tariq to be like the drug dealing, lifestyle or be the drug dealer Ghost. Ghost wanted Tariq to be better, do better, live better, do greater things because Tariq is very smart. Tariq is a very gifted kid. He worked his way and make grades into great places. Like he goes to great schools, not only because of his dad's money. He's there because he's very smart, as we can see in Book 2. Over time, though, we did begin to hate Tariq, and the reason why is because he would be cool with the wrong people. And what I mean by that is that he helped Dre when they was about to take out Dre. All right, he set Tommy up, if you guys can remember that. He made things hard. He even worked out that deal with the mafia to lie to his father and his uncle about how they kidnapped him, and they both got money off of that deal. So when it comes down to it, yeah, Book 1 Tariq was a character that everyone really hated, and people hated him the most with the fact that he shot Ghost. So when it comes down to it, Book 1 Tariq, yeah, he's still one of the most hated characters. Now when it comes to Book 2 Tariq, don't get it twisted, there's still some stuff there that he's still himself when it comes down to it, but he's kind of a different character. He's more laid back, he's more observant and things of that nature. And he realized that his father is not around him, and basically that backup with Ghost is no longer there. So now everything is on him. So it's a situation where, okay, you don't have what you used to have when your dad was around, so you couldn't really move like how you wanted to move because now things have become harder because Ghost is gone, which is pretty much shown in Power Book 2 Ghost, because things are more difficult. They need money more. He's in situations where when dad was around, it was not big, but now that dad's gone, it's hard. So now he's in a situation with the Tejadas in them, and basically someone like Kane would have been taken out. If we're talking about Book 1 Tariq, Kane would have been someone who would have been gone a long time ago. But I think this Tariq is more patient. I think this Tariq is more observant. I think at the same time, he's dealing with a lot of his issues that went on with him in Book 1. And at the same time, we haven't seen him really dealt with those issues at all too. So what I mean by that is that sooner or later he is going to eventually look at Book 1, and he's going to look at himself, and he's going to look at how he moved. And when he finally looks at that, you'll see a better Tariq. Now, if Book 1 Tariq start moving in Book 2, yeah, I'm telling everybody, you better get ready. Because let me tell you something, everybody's going to be gone. If he starts moving like how he did in Book 1 and Book 2, look, everybody's gone. And what I mean by that is that the Tejadas really don't know who or what they're dealing with. The main thing that when we were in Book 2, Season 1, the entire time, it was like, you really don't know who you're dealing with. They kept treating Tariq like he was a kid who didn't know what he was doing or anything of that nature, but he knows what he's doing. And not only does he know what he's doing, he's dangerous. So you see people consistently warning Monet, telling her, look, kid is dangerous, watch out for him. Anybody who shot their father and pretty much destroyed everything going on is someone that you should not play with. The thing is that they have pushed Tariq several times, and we've seen times when Tariq was going to who he used to be. And what I mean by that is that if you look at Power Book 2 on Ghost Season 1, the closest I think we ever seen Tariq go back to Book 1 was when he shot Jabari. And then the closest we seen him go back to Book 1 in Season 2 was when he was in the jailhouse angry and talking about he wants to take out all the Tejadas. That is the Tariq from Book 1. However, at the same time, they have not seen him yet. They have not seen him yet. So the whole thing is that they keep pushing him. They don't rob him. They done did everything. Then it came at Tariq different ways. He told Monet, do not take out Mecca until I get the deal. Monet still took him out. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and even there's evidence that's being offered up on Tariq, and no one really knows where it come from, but a lot of people are saying it's from Monet. So when it comes down to it, when it comes to book 1 Tariq and book 2 Tariq, I would say that book 1 Tariq is way more, how can I put this, cold, cutthroat, ruthless, angry, will come after you, where book 2 Tariq is more patient, more observant, but he still has that side where he can go there, but they ain't ready. Because if that man ever goes back to being like how he was in book 1, book 2 is not ready.